Okay, so I'm going to show you just a couple ways to edit your website and how to build your website, add pages, things like that today, just really briefly. So once you've signed up for a free account, it's going to prompt you to choose a theme. You can always change the theme, so don't, spend too much time worrying about that. And it's gonna open you up to a page that looks like this. Up top, these are going to be different options for editing, things like that. So build is going to give you this sidebar over here, and this is kind of your toolkit for working on editing your website. Pages, this shows all of your different individual subpages of your website. So for example, they've already created these ones. You can edit them, delete them, etc., which I'll show you how to do. This is how you change the theme. Which you can worry about later, and if you want to get even more personal, you can change your font, change your background, put even a photo of your class in here. So those are kind of the main ones that you'll be using. Okay, so I'm going to go back to build. Anywhere that there's text, if you just double click it, you can edit it. So I'm going to put Mrs. Humans class, okay? You can title it whatever you'd like. Then you might want to do a little blurb about yourself down here. Okay, so you can kind of make your homepage however you'd like. Add photographs of your class, add photographs of yourself. That's up to you. So I'm going to show you kind of how to build pages and add pages because that's what you're going to be using the most. So when you click on pages, we have a home page, an about page, services, photo gallery, contact. You're going to want to keep your home page. The about page is where most teachers give a little blurb about themselves and include some photos. This you'll probably want to edit. If you choose to have a photo gallery for your classroom, you might want to keep that one. And we are required to have a contact sheet, and I can show you how to use that at another time. So let's look at, let's add a page. So let's say I wanted to do a page with my schedule. I'm going to come up here, I'm going to click add, and there's going to give you a couple options. Typically, we're going to use a standard page. Except for your newsletter, which I'll show you next. That's where you would use a blog page. You don't need to worry about any of these other three. So I'm going to click standard page, and I'm going to give it a title. I'm going to title it schedule. This is where I'm going to put my class schedule once I've created a PDF of it. So I'll click save, and then I can put my schedule wherever I want. So let's say I want the schedule right under home. I'm just going to drag and drop it. That's the nice thing about Weebly is you can drag and drop everything. So there's that. Okay, let's say you wanted to do a sub page. So let's say under schedule you wanted to have something under that. Maybe you want to create a page about specials. Okay, which would be like your PE, your music, etc. You can click save, and then this, if you want it to be a subpage of your schedule, you drag it up and then you kind of pull it over so that it's indented a little bit. And if you look over here, when I put my mouse over schedule, then specials drops down. So you can have as many drop downs under a topic as you'd like. So for example, on my page, I have math, and then I have a subpage for every single chapter. But that's took me years to do that, so don't worry about that today. Okay, so let's work on building a page. So let's say we want to work on your about page. Okay, we'll click the about page, and then I'm going to click on build. Hold on, sorry. So again, when I wanted to edit a page, I clicked on it. And then you'll notice that this is I'm editing the about page because that's what's highlighted right here. Okay, so let's say you wanted to give it a title, Meet Mrs. Human. Okay, then let's add a little bit more interesting stuff to this page. So let's say you want to add a photo. You're going to come over to your build little toolbar over here. Let's say you want to add an image. You literally take the image, drag, and drop. And from here, it's going to prompt you to upload an image. You can upload one from your computer. So, sorry, a lot of honeymoon pictures. It'll give you a photo right there. Okay. If you want to add more images, say you want this one next to it, you can put it right next to it, and it's going to make this one maybe a little bit smaller. I'm just grabbing random pictures. Okay. It'll be right next to it. So For an image, I literally drag and drop. Maybe you want to have an image slideshow. You would just drag and drop, and it's going to prompt you to choose photos and choose how you want them to be displayed. So this website's really user-friendly because it's all about drag and drop, okay? Same with text. Let's say you want to add a little all about me blurb and you want it underneath your photographs. You're going to drag, drop. Okay, I don't like it right there, so I'm going to move it. So when you kind of put your mouse over it, this little rectangle with the dot, 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 that's what you want to pull on to move anything, whether it's an image or text. So I'm going to put it under here. I'm going to scroll down, and I can start typing. Hello, nice to meet you. Okay, that's how you add text. If we look down on our toolbar, excuse me, there's a lot of different things you can add. You can add a button. Okay, so a button literally looks like a button on your website, and you can change the text to whatever you want, and then you can connect a link to it. So, you know, I have a button for grade link, a button for the school calendar. It's up to you if you want to add buttons. Embed code, if you're interested in, you know, embedding videos onto your website, you'll use an embed code, and I can show you that another time. Same with a YouTube video, a document, a file, and always just dragging and dropping. For most of these other ones, I don't use them on my school website, but you obviously can. It's up to you. Okay, so that's how you edit. Just drag and drop, and then don't forget to always click publish when you're done. When you click publish, that's what saves it. If you don't click publish, it will not save the work that you've done. Okay, I'm going to show you just one more thing. Sorry, this is longer than I intended it to be, but each teacher is required to do a newsletter. I'm sure you've heard that. And so for your newsletter, that needs to be a blog page. So again, I'm going to go back to pages. Oops. I'm going to add a page, and I want it to be a blog page. Okay, and I'm going to click newsletter, save. And I'm going to edit my newsletter. I'm going to go to this page. And the difference between a standard page and a blog page is that it'll show every newsletter for the entire year. So it just puts your most recent one on the top, and it'll have all of your other ones underneath it. And so you'll kind of see why that's a benefit later. You know, it has a record of all your news, all your photographs, everything all the information that you're giving to the parents. So you would edit it just like you would any other page. You click new post. You have to give your blog, whatever your weekly blog is, a title. I usually put the date, like September 6th newsletter. And then for this, you do need to pull your text down if you want to add text. I usually start mine with a photograph on the top, just something from the week, and then I'll start typing my newsletter. Hi parents, this week in 4th grade, this is what we're working on. So hopefully this has been helpful for you and not overwhelming, but I'm here to help you with anything that you need. Okay, and then obviously click post when you're ready. Good luck.